Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of ezBUCKETz. How you guys doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Lakers Nation, stand up right now, cause tonight, on March 31st, we got something crazy about to happen. We're about to see Drummond's Lakers debut. Oh my goodness, guys, Laker fans everywhere, you guys have been waiting for this day. The Lakers said they're gonna make a move, and finally, we're about to see their move in action. For this video, I want to talk about Drummond, what the Lakers lineup would be, and simply all the different rotation and sets that are possible after the Drummond signing. So if you're a big Lakers fan and you want to know the new starting lineup, you're gonna love this video. But quickly, before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and you love basketball, welcome to ezBUCKETz. My name is Soom, and I make basketball videos every single day. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I'll really appreciate it. It would help out the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about the Lakers. The Lakers will be facing the Milwaukee Bucks today on Drummond's debut, and I'm gonna be honest, as a Laker fan, I'm super excited. Ever since losing LeBron James and Anthony Davis to their own injuries, the Lakers right now kind of need a spark, and right now with AD, Drummond, it feels like the energy is back. The Lakers right now have a record of 30-17, which ranks them as the 4th seed in the Western Conference, and after winning the past 2 games, the question now is, with Drummond, can they beat the Milwaukee Bucks, one of the best teams in the NBA, one of the best teams in the East, and of course going up against the former MVP of Giannis? To give you guys a realistic answer, the Milwaukee Bucks right now are pretty healthy, and I do believe they are going to beat the Lakers in today's game, but the point that I'm trying to make is today is not about winning. It's about seeing Drummond and simply how he fits with the Lakers. We got a confirmation that when it comes to tonight, Drummond will be in the starting lineup. If I'm guessing, Marc Gasol will no longer be in the rotation. They're gonna have a strong frontcourt of Drummond at the starter and then Montrez off the bench. But with the Lakers now having so much depth at that frontcourt, I sometimes wonder and question how Frank Vogel will go forward with this lineup. Frank Vogel had a few words, and this is what he said. I think we saw the flexibility we have as a coaching staff from playoff series to playoff series. Get different guys' skill sets to match different opponents. I really believe we're gonna need all 3 of those guys and expect to use all 3 of them. I'm guessing the 3 is Drummond, Montrezl Harrell, and Marc Gasol at the center position. He also says this, from last year, I think everything you do gives you experience for the next situation you encounter. But this is just one of those things that all 3 of those guys have to recognize how important they are to our team. We intend to use them, and we intend to hopefully win a championship with all 3 of those guys. It's not much more complicated than that. He then says this, we have to keep everyone sharp getting opportunities, and when your number is called for a certain matchup, or there's injuries or whatever, those guys got to stay ready. It's my job to keep them ready. That's going to be a plan going forward, and we're going to need all 3 of them. I love Frank Vogel's approach and this response. It basically means that all 3 centers are going to be very important. If I'm going to guess, Marc Gasol will get the least minutes, but there are going to be some times when Marc Gasol has to step up and come in when his jersey is called. And of course, Drummond wouldn't sign with the Lakers if he wasn't guaranteed that starting center spot. But then when talking about Drummond, he had a few words to say when it comes to his excitement playing for the Los Angeles Lakers. These were his words. I think the level of excitement for me is at an all-time high. After having 1 official practice with the Lakers, I believe Drummond is ready to come in and simply be an impactful presence. Drummond has not played an NBA game ever since February 12th, and one thing's for sure, he wants to get back on the court. For this video, I'm going to be talking about the Lakers and their potential lineups when it comes to tonight, and ultimately talking about their unbeatable starting lineup once everybody is healthy. So for tonight's game against the Milwaukee Bucks, I believe this will be the starting lineup. It will be Dennis Schroeder point guard, KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Kyle Kuzma small forward, Markieff Morris power forward, and of course AD. Drummond at the center position. I believe this is the most likely lineup only because Marc Gasol used to start there, and of course if Drummond's going to be the starting center, Drummond's going to come right in and replace Marc Gasol. Right now, without LeBron James and Anthony Davis, I want to see a lot of Dennis Schroeder and Andre Drummond pick and rolls, maybe some dribble handoffs from Andre Drummond, and see if Drummond can kind of be a pretty decent playmaker, because Marc Gasol, I'll be honest, is a pretty good one, but I still believe Andre Drummond is a better overall player. A lot of Laker fans want to see a double-double tonight, maybe a 15-point, 15-rebound game, and right now without AD and LeBron, I wouldn't be surprised if Andre Drummond drops a 20 and 20 bomb. Laker fans everywhere, the game is 10 p.m. Eastern, you guys don't want to miss it. But then I want to move over to a questionable lineup where I don't know if Frank Vogel is ever going to do this, and that is putting Montrezl Harrell and Andre Drummond in the exact same lineup alongside Dennis Schroeder, KCP, and Kyle Kuzma. You know, Montrezl Harrell is a natural center, but he is kind of undersized to be a center, which makes sense for him to be a power forward. If you guys don't know this, when Montrezl Harrell used to be on the Houston Rockets a few years ago, he was actually a power forward player. So maybe Frank Vogel might test the waters, put Drummond and Montrezl Harrell in the exact same lineup. But of course, the issue here is there's less floor spacing, less three-point shooting, so that's why I'm putting it as a questionable lineup. What do you guys think about this lineup? Will we ever see this lineup together on the floor ever, especially tonight? Put your thoughts below. But ultimately, I believe the closing lineup tonight will be Dennis Schroeder, KCP, maybe instead of KCP, maybe THT if he's having a good game. Of course, Kuzma, Markieff Morris will be there to help the floor spacing of Brook Lopez, and of course trying to contain Giannis, and of course Andre Drummond. He has to close. Right now, he has to show the world what his value is. But now talking about my favorite part of this video, talking about the Lakers' ultimate lineups when everybody's healthy, their unbeatable perfect lineup. If everyone is healthy, I believe this will be the starting lineup. It will be Dennis Schroeder point guard, KCP shooting guard, LeBron James small forward, Anthony Davis power forward, and Andre Drummond at the center position. I believe the starting lineup will simply be absolutely amazing, absolutely unstoppable. What I love most about this lineup is that everybody in the roster and rotation can do different things. Schroeder can drive, attack the basket, and play make. KCP can be a great 3 and D player. We all know LeBron, all-around threat, all-around superstar, while Anthony Davis can be a rim protector and of course a scorer, while Andre Drummond, all you gotta do is crash the offensive boards, be an interior threat, which the Lakers did not have this season. But even without that, they're still winning games, which only means one thing: Andre Drummond is simply gonna make them better. The next lineup that I want to talk about is a potential small ball lineup. We all seen it last year in the NBA bubble where the Lakers went small, and I believe it'll be Dennis Schroeder, KCP, LeBron James, Kyle Kuzma, and Markieff Morris. This is a more fast, athletic, and quick lineup that could simply make the Lakers at an all-around threat when it comes to pace, but of course we're only going to see this if the opposing team goes with a small ball lineup. You can question Anthony Davis in there at the center position as well. AD is also a pretty fast big man, but the point is Markieff Morris is the star of their small ball lineup. The next lineup is one of my favorites, and that's a straight-up defensive lineup, and that's where Alex Caruso comes in at the point guard. KCP, I believe, will be there. It could be Wesley Matthews as well. LeBron, of course, Anthony Davis, and Andre Drummond. Two frontcourt players that in the past, they've both been Defensive Player of the Year candidates. The next lineup is one of my favorites, and that's a complete floor spacing, three-point shooting lineup. And the lineup would be Wesley Matthews, KCP, LeBron James, Kyle Kuzma, and Anthony Davis. I believe these are the best pure shooters on the Los Angeles Lakers. There are some rumors they're targeting players like Kyle Korver. That might be a good idea as well, but right now this is the best three-point shooters on the Lakers, while of course LeBron James is there to be the playmaker and facilitate the offense. But then the last lineup is my all-time favorite, and that's talking about the Lakers' death lineup. Their ultimate lineup where they need to score a basket, close the game. This would be it. It would be Dennis Schroeder point guard, Kyle Kuzma huge shift to the shooting guard, LeBron James small forward, Anthony Davis power forward, and of course Andre Drummond at their center position. I believe going into the playoffs and their deep playoff run, this is their ultimate death closing lineup. I'm gonna say this right now: the Lakers are winning the championship. The Brooklyn Nets are not gonna win. It's gonna be the Lakers, and with this lineup, they're unstoppable. But ultimately, guys, this wraps up my video for today, talking about the Lakers and their new potential lineups, especially with Andre Drummond. What's most important to me is one of your thoughts. Which one of these lineups do you believe is the most realistic? Which one is your favorite? Put all your thoughts down in the comment section down below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!